So after talking about instrument main details, let's move to the next components, which represent the processing of a signal received from the instrument. Let's start with control. As the PFD shows the basic control loop, the P&ID shows more details. So if this is a control loop of a pump discharge in the PFD, in the P&ID, we would need to show more details. So as we said, instruments send their readings to the downstream system. This system can be either the basic process control system, which is BPCS, or it can be the safety instrumented system, which is SIS, or in other words, ESD for emergency shutdown. We have given some details about instruments, which are the first component of the control loop. Now, let's talk about the control system itself. This is commonly known as Distributed Control System, or in other words, DCS. So, in addition to the instrumentation device, which is the flow element here, it sends the reading in a signal to the flow controller itself. The controller can use the direct flow reading, or it can process this reading based on a custom calculation. Maybe it shall be added to another flow so that we can combine the flow of more than one stream or whatever the function we need. But at the end, the system should process the signal and it shall send an output as an electric signal to the control valve actuator, which is the final control element. We shall talk about control valves in later videos, but here we are concerned more with the control system and the signal it receives and the output signal that is sent. The signal type from the instrument to the control system differs depending on being through a hardwire or through a serial link. In the DCS, most commonly, this will be a serial link, which is a software output. The square around the controller indicates that the reading is shown to the operator in the control room. So as we can show the reading to the operator, we can also add an alarm, which is represented here by the letter L. So in a nutshell, the DCS is a very advanced and robust computer system. Its cabinets are located in the control room. It receives the signals from the instruments, and based on the reading it received, it can process the signal and give an output signal to the final control element, which can be the valve and the motor, and hence we can adjust the process and achieve the control function we need.